Stereotypically, when someone hears the word racer, automatically they are thinking of cars a little bit like this. Fart can exhaust, the Rice's modification of choice. So we have compiled our top 10 ready-made Rice cars straight from the manufacturer. So pull out your sack, sit back and enjoy! So first up we have chosen the Proton Inspira Jebat. Is it just me, or is this Proton trying to be a MITSU-BUSHY Evo? So what Rice modifications have they done to this Proton? They have gone with the cheapest looking alloys that looks like you just got them from your local motor accessory store. They've gone for the bonnet vents. They've kind of got that black line going down the side like it's a permanent decal. They've gone for the Evo wing on it, and they've also gone for a black front bumper. Most people obviously go for the black bonnet, but this is making it look like they've had a crash, replaced the front bumper and forgot to paint it. Next, I've chosen the Honda Civic Type R 2016. In my opinion, Honda have gone Rice to the max with this creation. Literally, if you just put some tyre wall writing on this and stuck some graphics to the car, it would look like it's ready to go straight out on the track. They've gone proper Race Inspired Cosmetic Enhancements with this one. A huge rear wing on this bad boy to push this front wheel drive car into the floor for aerodynamics. Quad trumpets on the back and a big rear diffuser. Some side skirts, a fat lip at the front and chuck in some bucket seats to finish this one off. What we're really looking at here is a Rice's wet dream. Next up we have the Toyota Celica GT. This two-door coupe boasts the Subaru style rear wing. They went for the aftermarket style front bumper complete with a bonnet vent, side skirts and alloy wheels as standard. The Toyota Celica was the Japanese company's attempt at bringing a sports car to the table. It's now transpired into the go-to car for granddads who still think they're a boy racer. The Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Now an icon and cost an absolute fortune if you wanted to buy one of these things. When I first started driving at 17, everyone wanted the Ford Escort as a first car to strap all the body kits on, alloy wheels, the wing, etc. to make it look cool while you were driving. The Escort RS Cosworth was the car of every boy racer's dream. The side air vents, the bonnet scoops, the front bumper, the prominent rear wing, the alloy wheels that came as standard, this thing was amazing. Even for the age of the car now, you wouldn't be able to pick one of these up for less than £25,000. The Toyota Supra. Now with a legendary status after appearing in multiple Fast and Furious films, the Supra is a popular choice for tuners and car collectors. The car came as standard with now the famous Supra rear wing, large exhaust, alloy wheels and a big mouth front bumper. This has got to be one of every Jap fan's favourite cars. Next up is the MG ZR. The standard MG was a shitty car that grandmas and granddads chose to drive. Trying to gain a little bit of street cred and aiming themselves at a younger market, MG came up with this, the MG ZR. They went to the drawing board and kind of thought, what does every racer want? So we'll stick mesh to it, a full body kit, put some funky alloys and an upper boot lid spoiler. And it seems to have paid off for MG, as I've seen this car up and down the country driven by sweaty teenagers thinking that they're Colin McRae. The Mitsu-BUSHY Evo 6. This has got to be one of the most stock Race Inspired Cosmetic Enhancement cars from the manufacturer. And this has got to be one of the cars that racers, as you know them as now, look up to when choosing the mods to put on their shitbox. That huge menacing rear wing. The infamous bonnet vents that everybody has probably wanted to put on their cars at some point. That huge front bumper with their massive holes for the huge fog lights. Side skirts, rear bumper, sporty alloys and that huge 5-inch back box. For me, even in today's standards, that is still such a cool looking car. Next we have the Honda Integra Type R. It came with white alloys as standard to make it look even more sporty. The Integra Type R is a little two-door pocket rocket. The car pushes out 187 brake horsepower and can manage 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. Even with the huge rear wing, it just weighs 1,100 kilograms. Complete with the aftermarket looking front bumper, which I think is the kind of look that they went for, the Honda Integra Type R is now becoming an icon. Now this car is going to really show my age. This is the Ford Fiesta RS Turbo. Along with the Ford Escort RS Cosworth, this was another one of them cars that if you turned up to a car meet, everyone would be drooling over your car. I'm talking about when I was around 17, so only a little while ago. Back when most cars didn't really come with alloy wheels, most of them came with hubcaps. This one came with them as standard. The bonnet vents that came with it, the full body kit, fog lights in the front bumper and a turbo in the engine. The Fiesta RS Turbo was the epitome of the meaning of hot hatch. And finally guys, we are ending this with a Toyota GT86. Looking a little bit like a stormtrooper, Toyota have proper riced this to the max. It comes standard with the mean looking front lights, the chiselled big mouth front bumper, side skirts, sporty alloys, the rear boot lid spoiler, dual sporty exhaust and Lexus looking rear lights. Toyota have gone all out on the GT86, hoping that it will become the new icon, and it's identical to its sister car, the Subaru BRZ. It's meant to be great fun to drive, excellent value, and it's actually quite a good looking car.